Well, he helps. I mean, a big body is something that we need. A guy that can rebound and defend, very strong, and just the experience. Another experienced guy who's been to the finals, who's had an opportunity to play on playoff teams and playoff series, has guarded. I mean, every low post score that we've had in this league. So he has depth to our front line, which helps us with UD going down.
LeBron, what is this start? Has it played with your mind a little bit? I mean, it's kind of like you have the talent, but I mean, how does that work?
No, of course it does. I mean, can't sit here and say it doesn't. But at the end of the day, you just try to take the good with the bad and try to see what things that you can correct and try to get better. 8-6 is not where we want to be, but it's not like it's the end of the world. It's 14 games into the season. It's things we need to clean up. But at the same time, we want to be better, and we have to be better in order to reach our goal at the end of the year.
And you guys have to do more right now, but how do you divide
I'm sorry.
the line? Where's the line for you? I mean, you don't want to watch cut-ups all day, or you don't want to do nothing? What do you do? How do you handle it?
For me,
Yeah.
today like today,
Yeah.
watch film. I watch a lot of film, come in, get some work in, and then watch film in Orlando. This is a league where you can reflect on the game before, but you have to kind of get over it fast because you have another, opponent like Orlando coming in, or we're going to them. So it's a fine line, but at the same time, you try to take things from the last game to try to implement into the next game. And that's, what we can take from last game is moving the ball, get the ball from one side to another and trying to attack and not letting the defense just sit.
And are you watching extra video now, or just the regular amount?
No, for me, I don't like overload my head. I already got a lot going on, so I get to a point where I'm like, okay, this is enough for me.
Yeah, when you check 6 isn't where, obviously, where you guys expect to be where you want to be. Does it sting maybe a little bit more knowing that there's probably 29 teams in the league that are somewhat enjoying seeing this so far?
Of course. I mean, it does. We know that. We know every time we lose this. We know every time we play, there's guys checking the box score to see if we won or lost. And that's okay. I mean, it comes with the territory. I've been in that position. And when I was in Cleveland, guys would always, wish on our downfall, but we just try to continue to do what we needed to do to keep getting better. So it's a different situation here. It's a different situation for guys being in this position, but we have to figure it out, and we will.
LeBron, you talked about not having as much fun trying to get that fun back. Why do you think it is? Have you guys been practicing? Has it just been?
I think it's been a little bit of everything. I think it's been a little bit of pressing, guys trying to be too unselfish, and that could hurt the team. Myself, D Wade, Chris, being too unselfish to try to say, well, okay, I haven't, D Wade hasn't got a shot here, or D Wade hasn't got anything going, or I haven't, and we just be too unselfish instead of just playing our games and letting it just happen. That could definitely be a burden, put a pressure on you when you're doing things that you're not normally accustomed to doing, or trying to force things that you shouldn't, be forcing. We just got to play our game, and while we're talented and while we've had success in this league, is because we've been able to do things and help our team and will our team to victory, and not playing passive. And that's what a lot is going on right now with myself and D Wade. We're playing passive, and then when we take a shot, it almost looks out of rhythm. It looks very out of rhythm. It's like one of those desperation shots, like, okay, well, I need this to go in to get myself in rhythm, and if not, then I'm out of rhythm for the rest of the game. And we can't have that pressure on us to, every time we take a shot, then, it feels like it's a pressure moment.
Can you guys still be active, though, and not look passive without the ball? Make it.
No, you have to. You have to. It's only one basketball out there, and me and D Wade are so accustomed to having the ball in our hands, quite a lot. So we have to figure out ways to help our team even when we don't have the ball.
Is that one of the biggest challenges you've
No,
had
it's
so
definitely a challenge, but it's something I will work at. It was a challenge when I played for the Olympic team. And, you definitely don't hand the ball as much when you have Chris Paul, D. Will, Jason Kidd, and those guys. So I made the adjustment, and, I did it for the best. So got to figure it out.
Do you think back to that Olympic?
Yeah, I got to. I have to because, what worked. We had a lot of. I'm telling you, we had a lot of fun. And even though we competed at a high level every night, and it looked like we were very serious about the game. We had a lot of fun doing it. And, you can't lose that part of the game. That part of the game is very valuable to the game of basketball because you're around it every day, and this can be, it could feel like it's a lot on you. So the fun of the game is what counts.
Well, some would say that it's kind of a chicken or the egg thing, though, right? I mean, if you're winning, the fun's going to come from that. How do you
No, that's just saying on the court, but off the court also. Fun, that's not true. just because sometimes you win it, it's easy to hide things when you win it. You know, and when you lose, then you could be like, oh, we need to figure it out. You know, and it's a fine line because you don't want to disrespect the game. And I'm not talking about disrespecting the game, having fun, jumping around and doing, you know, crazy stuff, looking like a circus. But I'm saying going out there and having fun, playing the game of basketball, playing at a high level.
Is that thinking less too? I mean, do you guys need fewer plays or more plays, or what will help you to be able to do?
I just think we need to just play ball. Just play ball, get back to what we were doing early in the season, defending. And when we defend and we get out and run, that's when it's fun. That kind of rhyme too, right? Appreciate it.
Different guys in the league, yourself included, present different defensive challenges. Dwight Howard, big physical, Rondo, yourself. Who do you think is who would you say is the toughest player in the league to guard defensively because of their challenge?
Me personally, I think Carmelo. Me personally, going against him one-on-one. There's not many guys that have the weight, the speed, the athleticism like myself, and Carmelo is one of those guys. And he can also shoot the ball extremely well. So he's one of those guys that I get a lot of rest for the night before playing him because he's very, very good. All right, appreciate it, guys. Thank you.